Hey folks, welcome to Advent at 3 and 1. It is so good to be here and share with you in my favorite holiday of the year. Have you ever considered, and I don't know about you, but to me, if it was without the music, the celebration of Christmas and the birth of Christ would certainly be different. So for the next several weeks, I'm going to give you a celebration of Advent and Christmas each week with a different Christmas song or carol. Tonight, believe it or not, I'm going to start with the one I love to sing on Christmas Eve. At the end, it's my favorite, Joy to the World. And Joy to the World, the idea of starting with this one is because it wasn't written as a Christmas carol. No, it was not. In fact, it wasn't even a song until 100 years after the poem was written. You see, and then again, the poem was based on words composed even thousands of years before that, out of the book of Psalms. So exactly how did it become to originate? Well, here's the story. The story behind the song: Isaac Watts is the writer of the poem. And he was an English minister in the 1700s, the early 1700s. And he's credited in writing about 750 hymns. This is not the only one. In 1719, he wrote a book of poems based on the Psalms, titled the Psalms of David, imitated in the language of the New Testament and applied to the Christian state and worship. See, Watts wanted his people to see the value of the Old Testament in the story of the New Testament from that perspective. So as it pertains to Joy to the World, Watts wanted people to see Jesus as their king. Now, we recently did a sermon on that, but Jesus is king. So he used Psalm 98, verses 7 to 9. All right, 98, 7 to 9. And he says, "Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands. Let the hills sing for joy together before the Lord. For he comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world with righteousness and the peoples with equity." Joy to the World was written 100 years after Isaac Watts wrote this book. And it's adaptation from Psalm 98. And the message is really one about the resurrected king, but also the focus, when it was made a Christmas carol, was to realize that, yes, the baby is born in a manger, but he is Christ the King. That's our first Advent carol story and message. I hope you're back next week. Great to have you on board. See you soon.